This year's Queen of the Ring has definitely sent everybody into a state of confusion and kind of has been pissing a lot of people off, but I honestly love it, and let me tell you why. Yes, whether it was confusing why Liv Morgan is in this when she's already a champion, I mean, there's a couple ways that this could go if she does end up in the finals. Whether it does mean she has a title opportunity, it doesn't mean that she has to win. And I think that's something that a lot of people are not understanding, is that just because you have a title opportunity doesn't mean that you're going to win. But she could have the potential to hold two titles. She really could. Holding more than one title is a lot of pressure on somebody, and that's something that I personally like to see. So no, I wouldn't be mad if Liv did win this whole tournament, because then we know this happened. Rhea and Liv crossed paths again. So we could see Liv and Rhea have another feud, which I loved this feud. Bring it back. And then that way, if Liv is in the finals, then we could potentially see something else big happen. Liv and Raquel, the Judgment Day. I feel like it's falling apart either way, because if Liv does become someone that is holding two belts, everybody's gonna get upset. And everybody else is already upset in the Judgment Day anyway, so I mean... And then, that way, if it is Liv versus Raquel in the finals, they could either make it be friendly, or they could have an actual feud, and it ends up in the Judgment Day splitting, because then, either way, jealousy is gonna kick in, and it's just all gonna crumble. We've already seen the frustration with Roxanne, and a little bit of frustration with Dom, and mainly with JD, with nobody being on JD's side. He's getting irritated that these four are kind of, staying close together, and he's just an outsider now since Finn's been gone. I can see where Roxanne and Raquel are both getting frustrated with Liv, because she's essentially stealing their spotlight. Roxanne was in the tournament, but she got knocked out. So I see why Roxanne is upset. And I feel like, if anything, Roxanne is going to be the first one to start to leave the Judgment Day. And then from there, it's going to fall apart no matter what happens in this tournament, I feel like. Either way, if we do see Liv and Rhea again, or if it's Liv and Raquel, I mean, either way, it's going to be an amazing storyline and just an amazing feud, and this tournament can go either way right now. With the finals being Liv versus Charlotte and Io versus Raquel, I mean, anybody can be advancing. This is literally anybody's game. I feel like anybody can win this. I feel like if it's not going to be Liv, then it might be Charlotte. Or again, it could be Raquel or Io. There's literally not a woman left out of these four that it could not be. It is just unpredictable, I feel like. Some may say it's predictable that it could be Liv or Charlotte, because, Charlotte does call herself the queen. So some people say, oh, she's the queen, so she's going to be Queen of the Ring. Everybody else has their different opinions and different ways of looking at this. I feel like anybody could be in the finals going against each other. Either way, it's going to be something amazing. That's just my take on it. I feel like either way, the Judgment Day might be falling apart no matter what, if it is Raquel that wins or if it is Liv that wins. I kind of do hope it is one of them, though, because I want to see either of those things happen in the WWE.